My understanding, guys, is that we are not that far away from getting the unveiling of the new nickname for the Worcester Red Sox.
This is true. Yeah, stay tuned. I would say definitely by the end of the year, but probably even before that, maybe the end of the month.
Will it be the Dirt Dogs? Will it be the Gritty Kitties? Could it be the Woo Sox?
Could be anything, Hank.
It could be anything. Okay, mum's the word. I get
Hank.
it. The unveiling is a couple of weeks away. Now, going along with that unveiling, though, is not only going to be the nickname, but we'll also be able to see the design for the new logo, and all of that will be there?
Yeah, there'll be a formal logo that you might expect. Think kind of what the Boston Red Sox do, but also kind of a fun logo to go along with the nickname that we unveil. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, now you guys are in charge of ticket sales, and so far, you're knocking it out of the park. See,
Thank you.
See what I did? Yeah.
Really good.
All right, so over 1,000 people so far have signed up for the season ticket packages. Anthony, I'll start with you. Tell us a little bit about what these season ticket packages are.
We have a couple different options. We have a really kind of high-end option. You'd think the EMC Club at Fenway Park. That version of that is our DCU Club. That's halfway sold out already, so we're excited about that.
Wow.
But we also we wanted to have high-end options, but also entry-level options.
Yeah.
So we do have third base reserved. That's down the third base line. That's actually the same price that we charge for season tickets at McCoy Stadium. And that'll be obviously in a brand new ballpark.
But that's interesting to me. So Ryan, the high end, and is selling very, very well. So there's obviously a demand for that.
Yeah,
now, when we
absolutely.
talk about high end, what are the amenities that you get if you go with that package?
Great. So with the DCU Club or the dugout seats, for the same price point, we're going to have that kind of club area. It'll be a glassed-in area. The seats will be out front. But in there, you'll have high-top tables, you have a bar, higher-end food options, private restrooms, and it'll be like a nice kind of community space for people to interact and network and really get to know the other season ticket holders that they're with every day.
Wow, that's fantastic. Of course, one of the things about this ballpark as it is being built, and we've got this is the actual, this is what it's.
Yeah, we're updating it kind of continuously, but some of those things are for sure set in stone.
All right, so part of it is that a 10,000 seat stadium, which I understand a minor league team has to have, but that doesn't mean that 10,000 people have to be sitting down during the game.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So this is no mistake. We want it to be an intimate ballpark, and social spaces is the word that we keep using. So the actual seating bowl will probably be 6,500 seats, and then another 3,500 people are going to be, as you can see on this diagram, out in left field. We call it the grassy berm area. That's something we're bringing from McCoy Stadium, actually.
Yeah, that's
Families
great.
buy a general admission ticket, bring your kids, bring a blanket, sit out there. You can see the building in left field. At that top floor will probably fit another 400 to 500 people. You see not our green monster, but our Worcester wall in right field, and there'll be seats on top of that. So really a social experience. That's what we wanted to be.
That's tremendous. All right, so let's take a look at this right field wall in the diagram. So people sitting on top, and it looks to me like, Ryan, as if they're just looking right down on top of the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, they definitely are. Similar to kind of what they have in Fenway Park. We do have the Worcester wall. It's going to be 21 feet high. It's a little more manageable than the Green Monster, in my opinion. And like you mentioned, you have a great view of really everything. You're looking right down on the right fielder. You get a good view of the building, still see the scoreboard, and you're looking right down on the pitcher as well.
Well, actually, 21 feet seems high, but then I'm thinking about, how high, and I'm not sure how high is the pitcher's mound. I put a guy out there who's 6 foot something, and all of a sudden, maybe I am really looking down on top of him.
So the Monster's 37 feet high, so it's kind of half of what the Monster might be.
That's very cool. Now, you had said, Anthony, about 400 or 500 seats on top of the building. Let's talk about that. This really is unique. This ballpark fits the design of the city and where it's being built. But this building, office building, empties right onto the ballpark.
Yeah. That office space, some folks will have that's where they'll go to work every day, overlooking the ballpark. And the top of the building, probably about 400 to 500 folks, and that's one of the pregame hospitality spaces, if you will. A company has their summer outing, and they could choose to have a rooftop party before the game.
So there's a Pitbull is playing up there, or at least Pitbull, Pitbull music,
strobe
and
lights.
Everybody's having a party, and then hopefully they recognize that the game is going on, because you could have that party going on the whole time.
Yeah, but that makes me think too even on non-game days, we strive to make this a 365 a day venue. Whether it's having a party before the game, or having a conference when we're not even playing baseball, or having another sporting event on the field.
So guys, let's talk a little bit about that. So 70 home games, but there is so much excitement in the city of Worcester, and I think part of the reason there is so much excitement down in the Canal District is because this is going to be a year-round venue that's owned by the city. They're not looking at it just as game day.
Yeah, and I think one thing we try to point out to people is that kind of everyday atmosphere that we're trying to create. We are going to have concerts, community events. And like you said, it's not just going to be baseball that we're drawing fans to. We're going to have people there for a plethora of different kind of events, and we're going to be able to increase the capacity too, which will be something cool about the park, where we can kind of put people on the field for a concert or an event. So yeah, it's a very well-rounded and experience-based park.
That part is fantastic. Anthony, that part of it, the fact that it really is going to be used all year long, that's part of your job too, both you and Ryan. You are out in the community every day. It's not as if you're just sitting in an office somewhere as the ticket, although it sounds as if the ticket sales are rolling in. But you're out there meeting with the businesses and meeting with the people. Yeah,
we feel that that's important. You know, there's natural excitement about it, but we have a responsibility, I think, to be out there in the community, whether it's doing events at schools or nonprofit events, but also speaking at Rotary clubs and telling people what we're doing and putting a face to the name of the team.
Yeah, and that's where mascots and everything else start to come in as well, which brings us back a little bit to the beginning of we are going to have the announcement of the nickname. We're all very excited about that, whether it ends up being a huge surprise or not. But mascots, I know we're probably going to be able to see it at some point pretty soon, and the logo is as well.
Yeah, mascots probably won't be at that event, but obviously that's another step in the process. And that's going to be a huge part of our identity.
And you've really kept doing that. You've kept going out, even as we're speaking here this week, there has been the event at Assumption College where you just keep in touch with booster club members, with season ticket holders, with people who are just excited about the Red Sox. Ryan, we got a couple minutes left, so let's bring it back to those season tickets and those packages we talked about. You can have kind of your high-end package, a little bit about the low-end package. Seems interestingly to me that they're both selling about the same. So the one area I get is with the clubhouse. You said the other was the third baseline, and then what is there, the first baseline?
Correct.
And there's,
Yeah, so we do have a home plate field box option that's going to be right behind the dugout seats. Those are going to start in row 5 and work their way back right behind the plate. There too, like Anthony said, it's going to be a really intimate viewing space. The price point is a little more affordable. The breakdown is about $18 a game rather than the $32. And that's kind of our first kind of family-friendly, affordable option that we think a lot of people are going to be going for as well. And then as you move down the first baseline to the third baseline, for the same price point, $9.95 for the full season ticket. It's really a kind of a perspective purchase, really. First base side, you're going to be behind the dugout. So you get to see the players come and go. That's kind of a cool view. On the other side, you get to look into the dugout, and you're a little more shaded. So we really have something for everybody, and we're excited to kind of get out there and talk to everybody.
Yeah, I love it. And that's what people can get right now is the season tickets. Obviously, as the ballpark comes closer to opening day, you'll be able to get all the other different packages.
Yeah, we'll be, as we go along here, we'll be offering group outings, for schools, PTOs, church groups. But one thing that comes with the season tickets, too, there are a big list of benefits. So batting practice on the field on a non-game day. We welcome at McCoy Stadium now. All our season ticket holders get to take batting practice on the field. We'll have a family movie night on the field. So put a movie on the big screen. Season ticket holders bring their kids in a blanket and watch a movie. So there's a lot that goes into it other than just even the tickets to the game.
No, I mean, it really is a whole experience. The ballpark is an experience.
Right.
The season tickets are an experience that you get to be part of the Worcester Red Sox family. You leave the ballpark, now you're out into the city, whether it's the Canal District or wherever your final destination is. You can walk there. We're really looking forward to it.
We are too.
It's fabulous. And all this, by the way, we don't have the absolute, I know that we have all of this, but we don't have the absolute final design yet. That's still to come, right?
Not completely. I'd say finishing touches are happening now, but we'll, as our events line up, I'm sure we'll have an event that shows all that.
The only reason that I bring that up is because eventually the number of season tickets, and you can see how many have been sold already, becomes finite.
Yes, yeah, we've sold about 1,000 to this point, And obviously, we're not going to sell 10,000 season tickets. We want to cap the number to allow single game tickets and groups to be there too.
All right, so buy your tickets now.
Sure.
Guys, thank you so much
Thank you.
for
Thank you,
coming
Hank.
by and bringing this, and it just looks great. We are excited.